Crikey, mate, get ready for an adventure that'll knock your socks off. We're heading to the heart of Africa, to a place so vast and so full of life it'll make your jaw drop. I'm talking about the Serengeti. Just look at it. The plains stretch out forever like a giant golden carpet under the biggest, bluest sky you've ever seen. The sun is beating down, and you can feel the energy in the air. This place is absolutely teeming with wildlife. Everywhere you look, there's something amazing happening. But what makes the Serengeti truly special is that it's the stage for an incredible event. I'm talking about the Great Migration. It's the largest movement of land animals on the planet. A non-stop journey of survival, courage, instinct. Millions of animals marching together across hundreds and hundreds of miles. A drama that has been playing out here for thousands of years. You can feel the thunder of their hooves in your chest. A sound that echoes the very heartbeat of Africa itself. So grab your hat and get ready. We're about to dive headfirst into this epic journey. We're going to follow these incredible animals as they face challenges that would make most of us turn and run. We'll see how they work together, how they survive against all odds. This is a story of life, of death, of courage, of the unbreakable spirit of the wild. It's a true life epic, and you're coming along for the ride. Let's get into it. All right, let's talk about the sheer scale of this thing. When I say the Great Migration, I'm not talking about a few animals going for a little stroll. No way, mate. We are talking about millions upon millions of creatures on the move. Imagine more than 1.5 million wildebeest. Picture a city the size of Philadelphia, but every resident is a wildebeest on a road trip. It's a river of life, a thundering herd that stretches horizon to horizon. The ground literally shakes when they run. It's a sight and a sound you will never forget. But it's not just the wildebeest. They've got a massive entourage. Hundreds of thousands of zebra marching alongside. Thompson's gazelles, little antelopes, zipping with the crowd. Close to 2 million animals on the trek. Lines over 25 miles long. A 25-mile wildlife traffic jam, driven by ancient instinct to find food and water. The greatest wildlife spectacle on the planet. This isn't a one-time event. It's a constant circular journey. A loop over 1,000 miles across the Serengeti and into the Maasai Mara. The animals follow the reins. They chase the green grass, the fuel that runs this engine. It's a cycle of life dictated by the seasons. They move, they eat, they give birth, they move again. A rhythm as old as the hills. A powerful dance between animals and land. What an absolute marvel of nature. No leader, no map, no GPS, just instinct. They just know. What a bunch of legends. Let's get a closer look at the main players in this epic drama. First up, the undisputed king of the migration, the wildebeest. Now these fellas might look a bit goofy. They've got a long face, they've got a shaggy mane, they've got spindly legs. Some people have even called them the clowns of the savannah. But don't you be fooled. These animals are tough as nails. They are built for this journey. They are endurance athletes of the highest order. They can run for miles and miles without getting tired, and their bodies are perfectly designed to munch on the tough grasses of the plains. Next up, we've got their flashy sidekicks, the zebras. Just look at them, what absolute stunners. Every single zebra has a unique pattern of stripes, just like our fingerprints. There are no two alike. But those stripes aren't just for looking good. Scientists reckon they help confuse predators. When a whole herd of zebras is running together, it's a dazzling, moving mass of black and white, making it really hard for a lion to pick out just one animal to chase. Zebras are also a bit more cautious than the wildebeest. They have excellent eyesight and hearing, and they often act as the early warning system for the entire herd. And let's not forget the little guys, the Thompson's gazelles. These beautiful, graceful antelopes are the sprinters of the group. They are incredibly fast and agile, able to zip and weave to escape danger. They are much smaller than the wildebeest and zebras, so they join the migration for protection. Being part of a massive group of 2 million animals is a pretty good safety strategy. They tend to follow behind the main herds, nibbling on the shorter, finer grasses that the bigger animals leave behind. Each one of these species has a different role to play. What a team. They're a real-life animal supergroup. So you might be asking, Steve, why do they do it? Why go on such a long, dangerous journey? Well, the answer is simple, mate. It all comes down to their bellies. It's all about finding food and water. The Serengeti has distinct wet season and dry season. When the dry season hits one part of the plains, the grass withers away and the water holes turn to dust. You can't support 2 million hungry animals on dry, crunchy stubble. So what do? They pack their bags and follow the weather. They are on a constant quest for greener pastures. This whole journey is dictated by the rain. The animals have an incredible sixth sense for where the storms are brewing. They can smell rain from miles and miles away. They follow the clouds across the vast plains, chasing the promise of fresh, green grass. As soon as the rains arrive in a new area, the landscape transforms almost overnight. The dry, dusty earth erupts in a carpet of lush, nutritious grass. This is the fuel that powers the migration. It's a gigantic, all-you-can-eat buffet, and the animals travel hundreds of miles to get their reservation. It's the ultimate dinner dash. It's not just about eating, though. It's also about new life. The timing of the migration is perfectly synced with their breeding cycle. Around February, in the southern Serengeti, when the grass is at its most nutritious, the wildebeest mamas give birth. It's a massive baby boom. Over 500,000 wildebeest calves are born in just a few short weeks. This rich grass gives the mothers the energy they need to produce milk for their little ones. The babies are incredible. They can stand up and run within minutes of being born, a vital skill when you're born in the middle of a predator's paradise. This journey is no walk in the park, let me tell you. It is a grueling, relentless test of endurance. These animals are on the move for almost the entire year, covering up to 1,000 miles. That's like walking from Los Angeles to Portland, Oregon, and then back again. They face scorching sun, torrential downpours, and biting winds. They walk and walk and walk, day after day, week after week. It's a march that tests the limits of their strength and stamina. Only the strongest and the luckiest will complete the full circle. It's a true survival of the fittest, played out on a massive scale. Along the way, they face exhaustion and starvation. The journey is long, and sometimes the rains don't come when they are expected. The herds can get stuck in dry areas with little food or water. The weaker animals, the old, the sick, often can't keep up. It's a sad reality of the wild, but it's part of the natural process. The herd must keep moving, no matter what. And it's not just the elements they have to worry about. The journey is full of physical obstacles. They have to navigate treacherous terrain, rocky hills, vast muddy plains that can trap their legs. After a big rain, the ground can turn into a sticky quagmire, making every single step a massive effort. Imagine trying to walk through thick, wet cement for miles on end. It saps their energy and slows them down, making them even more vulnerable. This march is a constant battle against the land itself, a test of their will to keep going against all odds. Now we come to the most dangerous, most dramatic part of the entire migration, the river crossings. Crikey. This is where the action really heats up. To follow the rains and the grass, the herds have to cross several major rivers, Grumeti River, Mara River. These aren't gentle little streams, mate. These are powerful, fast-flowing rivers with steep banks, slippery banks. Just getting down to the water and up the other side is a massive challenge. The animals pile up at the edge, sometimes for days, building up the courage to take that first terrifying leap into the water. The panic and chaos are unbelievable. Once one animal decides to go, it triggers a stampede. Thousands and thousands of wildebeest, zebra. They pour into the river, a churning, frantic mass of bodies. The noise is deafening, splashing water. Panicked calls of the animals, thunder of hooves on the riverbanks. They push and shove, climbing over each other in a desperate scramble. Many animals, especially the young and the weak, are trampled or swept away by the strong currents. It's a life or death gamble. And if the river itself wasn't dangerous enough, something else lurks in the murky water. Nile crocodiles, massive prehistoric predators, some up to 20 feet long. They wait patiently all year for this moment. The migration is their biggest fast food delivery. As herds plunge, crocs launch into action, grabbing and dragging animals under in an explosion of water. It's brutal, intense, raw. What absolute legends. Even with all the danger, these animals have a brilliant strategy for survival. They stick together. There is incredible safety in numbers. For a predator like a lion, staring at a herd of thousands of wildebeest is confusing. It's a dizzying wall of horns, stripes, legs. It's hard to focus on just one target. A single wildebeest on its own is an easy meal. But a wildebeest in the middle of a massive herd, it's much, much safer. By banding together, they create a giant shield of bodies that protects the individuals inside. It's a simple but incredibly effective defense. They also help each other out by having different skills. Zebras have fantastic eyesight and are very alert to danger. They often mix in with the wildebeest herds. Wildebeest have a great sense of smell and are good at finding water. Zebras act as the eyes of the herd, while the wildebeest act as the nose. They benefit from each other's senses. When a zebra spots a lion hiding in the grass, it will sound an alarm, and the whole group, including the wildebeest, will be on alert. It's a beautiful, unspoken partnership that helps them all stay one step ahead of the predators. This teamwork is especially important when the babies are born. The wildebeest calves are born right in the middle of the herd. The mothers form a protective circle around the newborns, facing outwards with their horns ready to defend their little ones. The whole herd becomes a giant moving nursery. It's all about looking after your mates. It's important to remember that in the wild, nothing goes to waste. The Great Migration is not just a story of the grazers, it's also the story of the hunters. The predators of the Serengeti depend on this migration for their survival. Lions, cheetahs, leopards, hyenas have their own families to feed. Their lives are just as challenging as the lives of the wildebeest. For them, the arrival of the herds is a time of plenty, a chance to build up their strength and raise their own young. It's a tough world out there, but it's all part of a perfectly balanced system. The lions are the kings of this domain. They are incredibly powerful, and they often work together in prides to hunt. During the migration, they don't have to travel far for a meal. They will lie in wait near waterholes or in the tall grass, using their incredible patience and camouflage. They often target the animals at the edge of the herd, or those that have been separated from the main group. A successful lion hunt provides food for the entire pride, from the big males to the smallest cubs. Then you have the cheetahs, the fastest land animals on Earth. They are built for speed, not for power. Unlike lions, they hunt during the day, using their incredible acceleration to chase down their prey. A cheetah hunt is an amazing thing to witness, a blur of speed and agility, but it's also exhausting for them, and they have to be careful. If they make a kill, they have to eat quickly before a stronger predator comes along to steal it. And let's not forget the cleanup crew. The hyenas and vultures are essential to the ecosystem. They are nature's recyclers. Every single creature, from the biggest lion to the smallest vulture, has a job to do in this incredible circle of life. What an incredible journey. We've seen the beauty, we've seen the danger, we've seen the sheer power. We've seen millions of animals marching to an ancient rhythm, facing down crocodiles, facing down lions, facing down starvation, all for the sake of survival. It's a powerful reminder of how amazing and resilient our planet is. This migration isn't just a collection of animals. It's a living, breathing phenomenon. It's a world heritage, a natural wonder that belongs to all of us. And it's our job to make sure it's protected for generations to come. We have to be wildlife warriors for these magnificent creatures. The biggest threats these animals face are from us humans. As our populations grow, we are taking up more and more land, fences, farms, roads. If these animals can't move freely to find food and water, the entire migration could collapse. That would be an absolute tragedy. We need to work together to create safe corridors for wildlife, to make sure these animals have the space they need to roam just as they have for thousands of years. It's all about finding a balance where both people and wildlife can thrive side by side. By protecting these animals, we're also protecting ourselves. These ecosystems are vital for the health of our planet. They provide clean air and water, and they keep our world in balance. Every time we make a choice to support conservation, to learn about wildlife, and to respect nature, we are making a difference. You don't have to travel to Africa to be a wildlife warrior. You can start right in your own backyard, so get out there. Learn more about these incredible animals. Watch documentaries, read books, share their stories. The more people who know about and love the Great Migration, the more voices there will be calling for its protection. Let's show the world how much we care about these beautiful, wild places and make sure this incredible, thundering, epic journey continues forever. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed learning about the Great Migration, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to this channel for more amazing wildlife adventures, you little beauties.